Gabby, thanks so much for making the time to chat. It's been a little bit since you finished being in the Being a Different Possibility for Family and Children's Coaching Program. And I'd love to know, check in with you. How's it been going? What's changed since we last talked?
Mhm. So I think when we first started talking, I joined because I was noticing some challenges with Hannah, my daughter, in terms of verbal communication. So the things that have changed right now is that she's very verbal now. So she's definitely like communicating a lot with words. Um, I'm no longer getting frustrated. I think a lot of the times she was getting frustrated was because the lack of trying to express herself or us understanding what she wanted because there was a barrier there. And then with early intervention and a lot of the things that you have taught us, and just taking it like day by day. And also I think a lot of it was when you had said, don't focus on like what she can't do or like she will be able to do not yet kind of thing, but like not to get fixated on stuff like that. So focusing on what she can do now and like she's not there yet, but she will be. Not to say like she can't never do it. So I think that like mindset helped a lot in the process. I think talking to you about like different strategies that you use, along with communicating with the teachers a lot in the classroom, and really having them understand like what are the things that work for Hannah, which a lot of it was like music and like songs and like doing things with tone or like singing kind of to kind of have that relationship with her because that's kind of how she learned. So doing a lot of those things kind of helped her a lot with opening up that communication with
Yeah, and
her.
I love that you became over the course of our time together a lot less anxious. You got to be really
Mhm.
present with what you, like you said, what she's able to do right now and maybe the next step versus 10
Mhm.
steps.
Right.
And recognizing that your anxiety was affecting her, and when you
Mhm.
started to calm down, she also became more regulated. I think that was really, really beautiful. So how is she doing in school now? What things have been created since the coaching program?
Right now she's in kindergarten. So right now in school, she does have still a dedicated Sika. But a lot of things are in place with her with visuals, but more like motivational things. And they base it off of her interests. So she's very into right now Princess Peach. So she has, a token system where it's kind of like every time she completes a task, she'll get like a Princess Peach attached to the token. They give her breaks a lot when she needs them. And that's the other thing too. Before she wasn't advocating for her breaks. She was just like having meltdowns or frustration with writing. And then it was hard to like bring her back because nobody knew like what had what had happened. So we kind of had to figure out, I think between me, you, and the teachers, like what's happening before those meltdowns to kind of figure out like the triggers. But now she advocates like I need a break. They'll go to the break space. She knows her feelings, like I'm sad, I'm upset, and like she'll tell them why. So I think they understand more her feelings, but it's a lot her communicating those feelings to
Love
them.
that she has her voice and she
Mhm.
gets that it's valued, that it's
Mhm.
important for her to do it, that there are people that are receptive to it. I think that's a really, really
Mhm.
beautiful because I think, like you said earlier, that was part of her frustration. She was like, it's not landing. I'm trying to communicate here and y'all aren't getting it. Get on the ball here. I am doing the thing. So it's
Mhm.
so beautiful to hear that. And I'm so glad that she's continuing to thrive. I love that we keep in
Yeah.
touch. Like that's the other thing I really like, that it's not like it's over, you're done with the program and like bye, we never talk anymore. You send photos, you send posts, like I get
Mhm.
to share in all of those different accomplishments and celebrate with y'all. So thank you so much for choosing the
Mhm.
coaching program and making the time today. Is there anything else that you feel like people need to know about the coaching program?
Yeah. Well, I think like the coaching program that I did, with you, I think you're very like good listener. So I think that helps too. The fact that you listen and kind of hear out like what my concerns are, what my thoughts are, like with no judgment and just, trying to wrap around like what can you do to, ease things or support what, and then you also made visuals for me too. But just like including those visuals or other strategies and just knowing that like it's okay or like you just don't feel judged. Mm,
So glad you
with
felt
that.
safe in it. That's really important to me. I think that the world needs a lot less judgment. So I'm glad that
Mhm.
you didn't get that from me, because I'm sure as a parent and an educator yourself, you're getting it from so many other sources. I don't need to be
Mhm.
one of them. Thank you so much for mentioning that. That's
You're
really
welcome.
important. And I will keep in touch with you. Thank you for being here.
No, thank you.